Oh, you're from Germany. Right. How are you guys doing? Right. Alright, guys. Hi, morning. Hi, 32. Hi, K. Okay, how have you guys been? You're new here. Yeah, I mean, if there's a nice setup to take, I'll give you guys a signal here. Today, Asian session has been crazy, right? Caught an insane move up and then we soaked down. Kelantan, Brazil. Ready for more fun. It's gonna be. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at our Forex factory today. They're not part of the fun. Okay, today morning was pretty good, right? Okay, today we have no news. Tomorrow we have consumer confidence. Okay, it's not gonna move the market much. Okay, GDP. Okay lah, this is a good week to trade, right? Especially it's the monthly closing candle. So we look at gold. We see the monthly closing candle here. Okay, I'll delete all this first. So monthly, if it closes like this, we have a very high chance of touching our all-time high here. Right, our all-time high is at 2060s. Right? So if it closes like that without any form of rejection this week, there's a high chance next month onwards we will be retesting our all-time highs. In fact, it could even go to 2100s here. So we shall see how it's gonna play out. But for now, in London prices are accumulating after this big push up. So it's been forming its minor support zone at our H4OB as well. Okay, I think gold, we wouldn't have much movement for gold until 4 p.m. So we can look at GJ. I think GJ, it's pretty much more volatile these days. So for GJ, like I said before, to have a break of structure, I mean a change of character, we have to close below this previous swing low here. A full engulfing close below here will bring us towards our next support level here. So for GJ, we will wait for a full closure here before we look to for a possible second round of sells here. Right, we're gonna look for a full closure here before a possible second round of sells. Heartbreak GJ. Okay, those of you guys on YouTube, those of you guys on YouTube, what the heck, guys? Okay, solid. Okay, what's up? Is YouTube streaming or TikTok streaming better? Do you think we'll hit TP2 for GJ? TP2 is at 570, right? Okay, wait. Let's mark it out. Okay, TP2 is here. So we need a break of here, a closure below here. TikTok boss cost mobile friendly. Yeah, so those who want to watch on TikTok and YouTube, up to you guys. It's better lah to toggle. Oh, for gold, do you think we'll hit TP2? I mean, gold doesn't have much volume now. I mean, okay, on in the morning, who caught the buys? Whoever caught the buys in the morning is super lucky, right? We had an insane 160 pips movement. Crazy 160 pips movement in the morning. Who are you? BKAA Vin. I mean, it's slowly forming a bullish flag structure here, right? So we need to wait for a breakout lah. I mean, personally, I don't like to draw lines, but it's forming a bullish flag structure. So if it gets a rebound and breakout from here, we could be retesting the buy side liquidity for today. But it's nicely rejecting right now. Can we get the numbers up right now, chat? Right, so we shall see. Anyone traded today? Anyone caught the sells as well? We managed to snipe it. Full 80 pips. Is gold still bullish? Yes. Right. So how do you determine whether it's bullish, right? Look at the weekly candles. So do you guys remember what are these candles called? What is three candles in a row called being bullish? So this is what we call the three white soldiers, right? So after this kind of candle, usually there will be a bullish momentum continuing from there. So same thing, right? We got three bullish candle retest go up. So three bullish candle. If prices retest, we'll look to buy. So long term buyers, I will be looking to retest our all time highs lah, about 2060s. Okay. Hopefully London will give us buys opportunity as well, or sells above here. So we will just wait it out lah. Because honestly, these few days we don't have much movements. 2024 today. Possible. Anything is possible, right? So this kind of big push all the way up to sweep all the sellers stop losses here is crazy, right? We had a big pump. This is not a usual pump. This is pure manipulation. 160 pips. Imagine 160 pips in like what? In one hour candle, right? So this is all pure manipulation. But remember when we talk about, but it didn't close bullishly engulfing. That's the thing, right? It got rejected. It got liquidity swept. So we shall see whether this is either a liquidity sweep and movement towards the downside, or this could be an institutional injection of capital continuation to the upside. But I'm more towards a sell bias for today. So if it touch back into our 1992 zone, I'll look for buys. Feels, hey, hi Luke. Feels like Asian and London have swapped volumes for last 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Asian has been crazy, right? And London has been pretty slow. GJ analysis. Yo, YouTube. Yeah, we finally have YouTube live stream. Send this live to your entire family. Yeah, let's get the viewers up. Right. Can you even get organic growth from YouTube? I thought YouTube is like only your subscriber can see. Right. Buy or sell. I would say wait it out first. I'll be looking at possible re-entries about here. 2006. Who is B Kevin? It's gonna be a fun 2024. Cannot wait for January. November and December is so low volume. It's pretty hard to trade in November and December. No, but I'll look to buy at 2000 at 6. 2006 lah. If it doesn't break this, if this area holds, I'll look for buys. If it breaks, then I will look for sells. Right now, me and my family streaming your live in living room TV, all watching you together. No way. Are you sure? Okay. GBP JP1. They will sell off their positions, but it could be a buy position and they sell it off as profit as well. But this week is gonna be fun because last week was pretty low volume, so all the volume influx will be on this week. And this week we don't have really those CPI NFP news, so it's probably gonna move logically and not ranging. So it's gonna be fun. Please keep going live this week. I wanna grow my account. Can I'll be going live on London and New York session for Monday to Thursday. Ask them use individual devices for more views. TikTok is faster, yeah. TikTok is faster for organic growth, definitely. I mean, GJ managed to break our previous swing low, but it didn't close below. So we cannot determine this as a market structure shift yet. It has to close fully below this previous swing low. I didn't expect our signals to hit the first layer and then just straight dump to TP. I was expecting it to clear a few layers. Yes, right. Okay, why am I selling GJ? Because I feel that the yen will strengthen. Right, so if we go to the monthly chart, we are currently at our monthly resistance area. Right, so if it breaks above, right, then the next one will fly all the way to 200s. But I doubt it will go to the 200s. But GJ, yes, I feel that the Bank of Japan will step in intervention soon. Um, Hopefully we can catch a few hundred pip swing trade on that intervention in a day. Hi Jay, can I ask 1 to 2,000 margin for 1,000 account? Is it safe? Yes. Margin doesn't really matter. It depends on how many lot size you open. Margin is just to enable you to open higher lot size. Right, another 20 minutes more till it opens. Okay, GJ looks like it's kind of rejecting off this strong bullish candle though. How come you're also free to watch in the afternoon? Are you guys working? Tips on how to pass a funded account. It's the same thing as a live account, risk management. Do not over leverage your account. But this is a thing that everyone knows, but everyone still do it, right? Because they're not trading. They're addicted to not trading, but they're addicted to gambling. It's a different thing, right? So at some point when trading after a while gives you your dopamine and then people treat it as gambling but not trading. So do not over risk lah. Do not over leverage. Why you no need go army? I don't know. Took PM leave to watch your live. You guys, wow. You guys so free. You can watch live in office. Okay, if I trade funded, usually I'll risk 1% for 2%, 1 to 2, or sometimes I risk 1% for 2.5%. So two trades in a row, I'll pass the account. Pass phase two. Watch my live at intern. Okay, good. Tell your boss to start trading. You see, it's like always during London, right? There's the price is just stuck there. I'll set B. I'll just let it run to like 2%, 2.5%. They say okay, I think the HFM 100% bonus will be during the Christmas week if I'm not wrong. I will be doing the giveaway as well for my own giveaway lah for you guys on Christmas. So yeah, a week before Christmas. So the 100% bonus will be held next month lah before 20. I think Christmas is 25th, right? So a week before Christmas, I think midweek lah, mid December we'll have the 100% bonus. TP1 usually close 40%. That's for scalping, yes. But for swing trading, I close 25%. So you guys will have the 100% deposit bonus on mid December. Then as well, I'll be giving away $2,000 lah for Christmas giveaway as well. So yeah, so we see lah, right? Hopefully, no November and December I know it's shitty to trade, but hopefully we manage to keep up our at least 80% win rate lah for November and December. And then January will be a fun month to trade, right? All the tax deduction coming in. So a lot of people will be closing off their losses or closing off their profit, because to write off their taxes, etc. So January will be super duper volatile. And when it's volatile, it's fun to trade. It's fun to scalp. November and December has the lowest volume, like you can see. So yeah. Hi Coco. Hi Murph. What happened to you? Why you disappear for such a long time? Biruk. Okay, sure, you can PM our admin. You failed your funded by $11.25 and busted your life. Oh, okay, now you're back. Now you're back. Stronger than ever. Don't give up lah, guys. Don't give up. Yeah, so daylight savings affects everything. Daylight savings affect everything. Yeah, you can PM or admin on Telegram. Or those of you guys on YouTube. So daylight savings, because forex market is all predetermined by the US market, right? So everything is push back 1 hour. Same for Asian session, London session, New York session. So everything is 1 hour lah. So Asian opens about 10 o'clock now, I think. London is 4 and New York is 10. Okay, let's see if we can hit our full TP 2014 and then we're out. We almost hit our TP3. We're so close. Like 2 pips, 4 pips away from our TP3. No, because the Forex exchange is based in the US market. Same as your New York Stock Exchange is based in the US, right? So when US bank holiday, usually everything is pushed back together. Your daylight saving, they don't care where you are. Tisuni. So cute. YouTube got all the cute emojis. Yeah, our Telegram is so close to 1.8k. Thank you for the follows, Tarzan. Alright, another 14 more minutes. Okay. So while waiting for prices to act out, maybe I will be looking for sell scouts around this area. So we can monitor 2014 onwards for potential sales. So monitor sell zone. I expect London to range between these two as well, so we can just see. Okay, if you want me to analyze any pair, just let me know. I will analyze it for you. Or you guys have any questions, can just ask me. Since we are waiting for volume to kick in for London. GU. Oh yeah, I was looking at GU the other day, right? So GU looks okay. I'm still waiting for my cells. I'm still waiting for my cells. It's so close to my cells. So for GU personally, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my cells based on the daily. It almost touched, but it didn't. So okay, I was looking on cells based on the daily candle here, right? So been waiting for it for very very long. So this is our daily support, our daily resistance, right? It was also the previous daily support. Here turn resistance zone. So now a doji has formed, which is good, right? A doji has formed after all this big push up. We have fair value gaps that has yet to be liquidated. So we have fair value gap that has yet to be liquidated. We have the doji forming here. So let's see, once it taps into our resistance zone, we will be looking for sell. Can you place a trade when you think it's good? You want to scalp your account? Sure. I mean, if there's a high, I mean, I only give high probability trade. I don't just give any trade for no reason, right? Obviously. So for GBP USD, we will monitor this zone. Okay, I'll type it out for you guys. Then I'll send it to you guys into our channel as well. So let's monitor 1.26376. Okay, it's very close to our sell zone already. So monitor sell zone 1.26376 to 1.26. Okay, we just give it ample space to run, so maybe we just give it to, okay, we just 1.26 580. Right, so for those of you guys looking to for GU trade, we will just look for this zone. It's a 23 pips zone here, which will be monitor for sales at. right? I will send you guys over on the Telegram channel as well, because indeed it looks like sellers are stepping in, right? You can see that selling pressure are stepping in. So this was a sweep, and then now doji is forming. So doji shows that there's indecision in the market right now, and I'll be looking to sell here because it's a very strong zone. It was basically the last rejection before the start of the downtrend here. So we can look for a potential sell zone here. I'll be sending over to you guys on Telegram later. And for Euro GBP, okay. So basically all the GBP pairs has been pumping due to GBP news last week, right? It was a strong news that pumped GBP. Right, so we managed to hit TP on our last GU. Okay, it's been a while since we traded this pair. Okay, let's analyze first on the daily. Right. So the zone still held, right? After so long. Our order block zones are still holding pretty well. Same thing, our resistance got broken through. Now our resistance is serving as a strong support area as well. But now prices has broken through our resistance on the daily. Right, so now we go into the 4 hourly. We will look at possible market structure shift. So where was our last swing low? Have you guys heard of swing high and swing low? So the previous swing low was here. Basically the previous higher low mid. Right? So the previous higher low mid on Euro GBP was here. Right? So it got broken out. So prices closed bearish engulfing candle below here, rejected here, and now it's looking. So it's looking good for sales, right? Because it's back into our resistance zone here. And it closed below our resistance zone. So I'll be looking for sales opportunity as well for Euro GBP once more. Right? Because it has already broke structure. We have a market structure shift here. Right? We have a MSS or change of character. It's the same thing. So there's a sign of reversal. This is a sign of reversal for Euro GBP. We have a market structure shift here, so we'll be looking to target the downside. So where I'll be looking for sales, I'll be looking at this exact same zone here. Probably a retest of this MSS structure shift zone, and then I will target my next level with the stop loss above, just a little bit above here. Right? So monitor this zone, right? So for sales, I'll be looking around this zone. Hopefully a 0.86900. Right? So we will monitor this zone. So we have pretty good currency trade. So I'll be selling GBP pairs lah, right? It's a high probability trade as well because of our market structure shifts, rejection. So we'll monitor our sell zone. Okay, let's see. So we'll monitor our sell zone. We will look for sales upon retest here. So 0.86900, right? 900 to, okay, our sell zone. Okay, we give it some space to run. So 0.87. Okay, we give it 20 pips of running space for ourselves, right? So we can put our stop loss a little bit higher. We can do a swing trade. We're currently in the buy. Okay lah. Right, so if we dive into the 1 hour for Euro GBP actually, right? So we see it has broken structure, and it was a strong break. It was a full hourly engulfing candle. It rejected so many times. So now I'm looking for a possible retest, right? And then we can look for sales about here right now at this zone. So we can monitor and look for possible entries here. Okay, those of you guys watching YouTube or our live stream on TikTok, but you guys can monitor Euro GBP. So basically my bias for GBP pairs this week, your GBP JPY, Euro GBP, GBP USD, I'll be looking for sales. Right, I'll be looking for sales. 3 black crows, yeah. Same thing for here. We were so close to hitting our limits, but it didn't. But just keep a lookout, because all our GBP pairs are currently hovering near our strong selling zone. Because of the big pump, right, we are all at our daily resistance. These are This is at our daily resistance zone right now. So this is where we're gonna monitor for subs. Okay, any more? Do you guys want me to look out for indices? Right, I've been trying out indices for the last couple of weeks, but I didn't tell you guys, right? I've been looking for scalps, quick scalps on indices, like 5 pips kind of, 20 pips kind of scalp, and then those quick scalps. Okay, US 30. Hi, hello, hi Orient. Okay, US 30. Okay, we'll take a look at US 30 today. Okay, but the thing about trading indices, right, is that we have to look at our stock market, because indices are all based on stock market. So we have to look at our stock market and our US market. US 30, Nasdaq is all based on our news as well for our US dollar. So it is relevant to DXY. So if you look at US 30, you look at DXY currently, right? So US 30 and DXY. So US 30 pump when DXY actually down, right? So there's a correlation between these two pairs, same as gold. So for now, we have these two very, very strong trend channel. US 30 has broken up back into a trend channel on the daily chart, and now it's at the top. It's literally at the pinnacle of our trend channel, right? It's super duper bullish though because of the slowing down of rate hikes. So when you want to trade indices, it's very, very dependent on what the Fed says. So your FOMC statement, interest rate hikes, or the stock market is very, very dependent on this. So because the previous FOMC, they said that interest rates are slowing down, they are not planning to hike rates anymore. That's why you see a big pump all the way up. It's a very, very big pump from 32,000, it's about 3,000 over pips within a week, a few weeks, 3,000 over pips. But indeed, it is currently on the 4 hour, it's ranging on our very strong trend channel here. For me, if I'm looking at US 30 right now, I will be looking for a low risk, probably a low risk sell upon retest here, right? Probably a low risk sell. Could target our fair value gap area here. We have a fair value gap created here. So for US 30, it is really ranging between our daily channel here. It's a strong daily channel. So it's back to where it was all the way in August for the US 30. So we shall see how it plays out. Right, so let's hope for gold to clear our buy side liquidity and then we look for sales once more. Right, another 2 minutes, still London open, and then we'll get our volume in. GBP, JPY still can holding profit till 186.8. For me, I'm still holding a small lot size positions to 186.8. Are you guys still in GBP, JPY sales? Or do you guys re-enter sales for GBP, JPY? Okay, those of you guys who are looking at GBP, JPY sales, right? Remember what I told you guys in the morning? Where to look out for? Right, so GBP JPY, where we'll be looking out for is our key zones, right? About 187.570. So what we need to do is for prices to close bearish engulfing below here. So candles have to close below this line for a market structure shift. Then we will have the confidence to hold till our take profit target lah, 186.8. Basically the bottom of our support zone here. right? So the full TP area will be here, all the way here. But we have to break a market structure first to confirm that our trend is bearish. Because now it's still looking pretty bullish. It rejected quite strongly from here, about many pips? About 40 pips all the way up here from our H1 resistance turn support zone. Where are you from? I'm from Singapore. It's 4 p.m. here. If you want to re-entry, I will say the exact point here lah. The same area here. Maybe 1882 to 1884. Same zone here. Because here we have an engulfing sell, right? We have an engulfing selling pressure candle here. It's a big sell off. So there's still a lot of sellers within this sell zone here where we could look for re-entries. So those of you guys who are looking for re-entries, monitor the same sell zone we have on Friday. Alright, the same sell zone. But of course, monitor your candlestick patterns before you re-enter. Okay, let's see. Come on. London has opened. We need some volume. It's so weird. When London opening, there's no volume at all. Singaporeans are good with Forex. Thank you. I guess. I hope so. I mean, everyone could be good at Forex, right? Anyone could be good at Forex. It doesn't really matter. It's just whether you are able to be consistent and don't give up. We have our fair share of losses as well. Okay. But for this month and next month, I'll be focusing on creating the free course for you guys lah. That'll be where I'll be putting my concentration on to create the Forex Intensive Bootcamp for you guys. So it's gonna take about a month to write out the script, record. I want to do a nice video for you guys. So at least you guys can watch anytime you guys want. So I'll try my best to launch the first video by mid-December. Because it's gonna be quite a long course and it's free lah, so give me some time. So I think hopefully by the end of January we'll have the whole free course launched on YouTube for you guys as well. And off to a good start to the new year. How often are you going to live? I'm doing my best to live every single day for you guys. But now I'm trying to devote more time to recording the videos for you guys. Right? A lot of people has been asking me how to identify order blocks, how to trade SMC, how to trade ICT, supply demand, price action. Right? So I'm planning to make a full course for you guys on that. How to mark out weekly highs and lows so you can find out where the market are doing. Actually, there's an indicator for that if I'm not wrong. But I do it manually. Your friends and I love to see it. Where are you guys from? Where are you from? Tarzan. Yeah, the course is free. I don't sell courses. So I'm doing it for free for you guys. So give me some time. I have an editor lah that just joined our team. So he's gonna edit the video. I'm gonna record the video. Obviously I'm not gonna do it boringly like just show you guys trading view screen, right? So I have to make sure that there's like ample animation so you guys don't get bored. That's the tough part. I mean, if you guys want to see me mentorship videos where I give mentorships to people, you guys want a video, I can send you guys as well. The GBP JPY trade I re-entered, yes, we did re-enter. But we can look for another re-entry if it taps back here. Do you do RBS SBR? What's that? What's RBS SBR? Okay, I can send you guys the video. It's a Zoom video lah, but I scared you guys get bored. That's why I'm trying to do a proper one with animations and proper structure and flow for you guys. Because if I send you guys those that I mentor people and because you will hear them asking questions, so it's not really structured. I want to do a full structured flow video for you guys so that everything, every concept from the start. So how the course will be, right? It will start all the way from for people basically do not understand forex at all. So it will start off with fundamentals, how to read the forex codes, how to enter buy, how to enter sell, how to even use MetaTrader, how to log into your broker. So it really starts from like the course is like forex for dummies, right? So from all the way until your complicated strategies, your SMC, price action, ICT, your smart money concepts, diving straight into fair value gaps, which are all gonna be videos that I will really go in depth, not just like teach you how to plot fair value gaps. I'll show you guys examples of it, then maybe end off with how I incorporate it into my own trading game lah. Like that everyone can teach forex. What do you mean? Check gold movement now. What's happening with gold? I don't see any movement with gold. Hopefully it's not gonna be an upsetting London session because I've been seeing low volumes in London for the past 3 weeks, and I don't like to trade when there's no volume. The thing is, I feel that education should be free lah, as I always like to say, but and I enjoy making it. I enjoy making it. Who knows, one of you guys will become a millionaire trader next time. You never know, right? I remember last time there was this guy who randomly sent me that he made 30K from $25. I don't know how the heck he did that, but good for him. So who knows, one day some of you guys might change your life around. Why no signal? Today I was very busy lah. If I become millionaire trader, I give you 10%, 30. You can give the needy, those that really need it. I also have some members that they are owning like 400K funded accounts. It's pretty. I feel very happy lah. Out of nowhere, people message me saying that they're actually starting to profit from trading. And making a change in their life. So that's what I'm actually happy about lah, right? Analyze SGD MYR. Stop trolling, guys. SGD MYR. Okay, we will do this for fun. I feel that those people who are on our YouTube live streams are all trollers. Look at SGD MYR. Look, what the heck is this chart? What is AI trading? AI trading are basically bots. Face review. Maybe I'll do a face review end of the year. Maybe. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Or maybe I'll do live stream wearing a mask. Okay, the thing about AI trading is it's risky because what they do is high frequency trading and they do martingale layer. So what happened is you can be profitable for a while using bots trading, but let's say you forget to close the bots when there's news or out of nowhere like this kind of manipulation pump, right? So when you run AI bots trading, if the price go 200 over 200 pips, right, without any form of retracement, and your account is blown, because what they do is martingale layer. So maybe they enter like 0.01 lot, then 0.02, 0.04. So they just keep martingale layering your lot size when there's a breakout. So if the candle breaks out 200 to 250 pips, that's it, your account is gone. That's about that's why I was against AI trading. But there's also ways to profit from it as well. So I wouldn't say it's completely useless, but I would say it's better to learn how to trade yourself. I mean, that's why people are trading, right? It's the satisfaction you get from hitting profits and the lessons you get from hitting a loss. Buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity is here. Basically, it's the Asian session high at 2018. That's our buy side liquidity. How we gone over GJ? Okay, for gold, I'm still waiting for our 2014 TP3 to be hit. While waiting for that, we are gonna monitor GJ lah, right? I don't see gold moving much really until New York as well. If by 4:30 there's still no movement for gold, then I think we will look for currency straight. Okay, we will monitor the sell zone once more when it tapped into here, which we are very close already. It's about to tap into 188.2 once more. So this is where I'll be monitoring for GJ, right? Our GBP JPY sell zone. But of course, don't enter blindly. We're gonna wait for candlestick patterns to form, as well as our other GBP, our Euro GBP. Right, it should be entering our zone. Oh wait, it didn't. It got rejected even more. Okay, but I see minor zones are forming. GBP USD. Alright, GBP USD are pushing back up. Hopefully taps into our zone. Right, so we're gonna wait for our limits to be hit here as well. So let's wait it out. Hopefully our GBP pairs are gonna have more volume for our GBP pairs. Go has started moving. Has it? Right, 4:30 we should have more influx of volume. But alright, we're about to hit our TP3 in about 14 more pips. Okay, those of you guys in the VIP channel, have you guys caught the buys from 2007.5? Okay, nice. Where are your entries? Did you guys re-enter or what? Those of you guys who caught it from our VIP channel. Okay, we're about to hit our full TP this time, and then we might look for possible sells after sweeping our buy side liquidity. When is the selling zone? I'm looking for our TP, full TP to be hit first. Oh, you enter at 2010. Okay lah, you're still profitable. Okay, TP, once TP3 has been hit, this is where I'll be targeting for sells. Right, probably around this area, this zone. In between this zone. It missed our TP3 just now by, I think, 4 pips. So let's wait till our TP3 has been hit, and then we'll look for sells for gold. Right, so where our monitor sells, I'll potentially look for sells around this area here. Right, and I'll target my session lows here. But I'm looking for buy side liquidity to be possibly swept first. Your TP is at the buy side liquidity, basically Asian session high. But I doubt London is gonna take out Asian session high. So we shall see. I'm gonna sell at the top of the rejection here. Let's look at our hourly candle for this. Okay. Come on. At least hit our final TP before we look for sales. Okay guys, do let me know if like our other pairs are about to hit our limits as well. GBP CHF. You guys trade CHF? You guys like to trade this kind of pairs? Let's take a look. I don't like to trade this kind of low volatility pairs, right? You see, this CHF usually is like just ranging for like months, and then there's one big drop and then ranging. So I try my best not to stay out of this kind of low volatility pairs. Look for USD pairs, euros or yen to have more liquidity. But if you guys look at a daily chart for gold, right, where do you think it's gonna go on the daily chart? We are currently still in our buys, haven't hit our TP at 2014 yet, but I'll be looking for sells around our buy side liquidity area here, within these two zones. Looking for sells within these two zones. So if it hits, hopefully it hits, we can look for sells around here. I'll be looking for sell as well. Probably looking for sells in London, and then if New York presents a good opportunity, I will go for longs once more. Do other currency news have impact on gold? I think CAD do, CAD. CAD news do have impact on gold, but not that huge because Canadian dollars. What's the TP for the sell? I will be targeting probably 2007, the lows here, the lows here. Re-entry for buys or re-entry for sells? If you are looking for buys, I'll be looking to target at the bottom here, lah, probably at the push up of the order block here. Right, so the injection of capital was at this area here. Sorry, here, right? So this was the previous resistance, but it got destroyed with this candle here. So I will be looking for my buy entries here for longs, right? To retest. So this is where I'll be looking for our next buy opportunity. If we manage to catch the sell and TP hit, this is where I'll be looking for future buy opportunities. But for now, we will let our TP hit to 2014 and then we will look for sells after that. Okay. Seems like it doesn't want to hit our TP3. Why don't you TP at where you would look for buys? Here? Because it might not TP all the way here, right? Prices might not come here. I'm happy with this. You know, sometimes a mistake is that you want to hold your buys or sells all the way here. I want to build equity fast. Because if I look for sells here, I can look for buy scalps here. Maybe buy scalps, quick buy scalps before a continuation sell. Right? I don't want to get all of my capital and equity stuck in one trade and then I have no margin to do my other trades as well. So that's how I build capital and equity fast, especially if you're trading a small account, right? Building equity is very, very important. So I like to, maybe if I'm looking for, I will determine my bias first. Let's say if I'm doing a buy swing or sell swing, right? In between, I will do hedges. Like, let's say if I'm doing a sell swing, right? In between, I'll do buy scalps while holding my sell swing. And then once my buy scalp hits take profit, I'll add on another layer of sell and just keep redoing this technique. So that's how I grow my account fast, my small account fast. So my 50 of you guys here. Let's see if we can manage to catch something for you. Can do hedging tutorials. Oh yeah, good idea. I forget to add it into the intensive bootcamp series. Okay, you guys want it? Okay, okay. I will do a script. I will script it out for you guys. I think now it's about 5 hours long already at the bootcamp, and I haven't even finished the script. Okay, okay, okay. Let me write it down. Hedging. Alright. Remind me. I'll add it down and I will add a video on hedging as well. Definitely not a 24-hour video long lah, not 5 hours long video. I'm gonna do like split up for you guys lah. I'll split it up for you guys. I'll split it up for you guys, definitely. Is that a buy zone? No, this is a sell zone. This is my sell zone. You can make ICT playlist. Okay, the reason is I'm doing YouTube live as well so that you guys can see my rewatch my live lah if I give any tips. I mean since we are waiting for price to play out, I can do a quick analysis session on a plain chart and then you guys can see how I look for my entries as well. Can we sell Euro USD? Euro USD. Okay, the thing is, all right, I will just do DXY. Right, I will do a quick analysis on DXY on a clean chart for you guys. Right, a clean chart, completely clean chart. Okay, so do you guys know what does DXY means, or what is DXY for? Do you guys know what is DXY for? So you guys know what is DXY for or not? Because every time I send you guys the analysis is all on DXY. But do you guys know what it does or what is it for? Right. So DXY is the strength of the dollar index, right? So what pairs will get affected by the DXY? So what pairs will get affected by the DXY index? So all your different pairs, right? Every pair against the dollar, yes. But also pairs that are not against the dollar might get affected as well. Because why? US dollar dominates 85, almost 80% of the whole forex market, and US dollar is your world reserve currency. All right. So how do I look at DXY as I look at all the chart? Same thing. So yes, you're right, Owen. DXY basically determines how all your forex pair works. So if the DXY is very bullish, it means the economy in the US is booming, followed by other countries' economy are slowly recovering, right? So same thing, I always start with our weekly charting first. So this is where I will identify my support and resistance on the weekly chart, right? Support and resistance on the weekly chart first. Right, so your weekly charting for your support and resistance point doesn't have to be perfectly accurate, like how many pips, exact candlestick. It's just for you to have a gauge. So when prices steps into it, you can zoom into your lower time frame to have a better analysis. Because this is very big. It's a very big zone. You cannot trade such a big zone. This is when you go into your daily chart. So this is where you find your daily levels. Right? So for my daily levels, I will look for my order blocks. Okay, so do you guys know what is an order block? Do you guys know what does an order block means? Okay, so yeah, so for smart money concepts, right, it's basically learning how to trade like your smart monies. Smart money is your market makers, like your banks, your institution, your central banks, your hedge funds. These are the people with huge amount of money, and they are the one moving 95% of the market. So what you want to do, order blocks is basically learning how to identify their zones, because definitely, right, your big money, they are not injecting billions or trillions of dollars just to have a merely 10-20 pips profit. They trade on the larger time frame, like the daily and weekly time frame. So this big money, what they want to catch is the entire movement, the entire swing, thousands of pips or at least few hundred pips movement. No way they're gonna inject trillions of dollars for merely 10-20 pips profit, right? So where you're gonna identify your order block will be on your weekly or daily and your H4 chart. Okay? So yes, you're right. So there's two ways of identifying an order block for me, which I feel that is better, because there's different people teach different way of identifying an order block. But for me, I feel that the place where it respects the most is you look for the start of a trend. Right? So this is the start of a new downtrend. Just nice. It also presents a institutional candle push from here. So this is a very, very strong order block because firstly, when prices were here, it started a big downtrend. When prices pushed up, it creates a new uptrend. So this level here has been a very strong order block, or we can call this a pivotal level as well. Alright, so now you have your bullish order block right now. So where are prices at right now? Right, we have our daily order block. Prices are inside our daily order block. So this is when we dive down into our H4 zone. Right, so when we have identified our daily order block, the zone is still pretty big for us to trade. Right, so this is what I will do. I will zoom in into our hour 4 time frame, and then I will look for my support, resistance, or supply and demand zone, and or possible fair value gaps like this. Right, so these are called fair value gaps. So this is fair value gaps. I'll look for my fair value gaps. I will plot my different zones, my resistance, my support zones within this daily order block, right? So this is how I look for possible opportunities to trade. So now we have extra confluence, right? We have our daily order block. Prices is inside our daily order block. Prices has rejected, close above our daily order block. Now prices has retest our daily order block, and we have a doji candle here. So these are three confluence for a bullish setup. Am I right to say that? So would you guys look for buys or sells at this area? Right, you guys will look for buy. So if DXY is a buy, your USD pairs, what will it be? If your DXY is a buy, what about your other USD pairs like XAU USD, GBP USD, right? So it's inversely related. So if your USD is bearish, right, the pairs trading against your US dollar will go up. If DXY is bullish, other pairs that's trading against the dollar will go down. So it's inversely related. Okay, so now it could do a small pullback, right? DXY could do a small pullback, right? So what happens is, let's say DXY do a pullback, right? So now DXY is currently hovering at our daily order block, right? Prices could do a pullback towards maybe here, right? So prices could do a pullback here. So when DXY touches here, what will go do first? Right? So it could go up here, and then prices could go up here before rejecting down and then creating more rejections. Okay, wait. Okay, so right now we have a fair value gap here. So those of you guys on the free Telegram channel or on our VIP channel, right? What could DXY do? If DXY breaks through here, we could look tap into our order block before we continue our bearish momentum down. So when DXY push up, your USD pairs will be doing a possible sell off or pullback first, right? Before we look for buys. So this is our daily order block. Our weekly support is all the way below. Prices could still push back into the area for DXY as well. So why I like to analyze the DXY, it helps me to basically analyze all the USD pairs as well. So let's say if we break our daily order block, I would presume we will have a one-way push down here, right? A one-way push down here. So let's say for our other pairs now, let's say gold, right? So let's say I'm planning to trade USD pairs like your gold, your GBP USD, Euro USD. So this is what I'll do, right? So now I'll go to USD, XAU USD, gold. Let's say I plan to trade XAU USD right now. Okay, I'll just open a clean chart that I never just delete all. Right, so now we have a clean chart on gold right now. Right, so what do you guys look for? Firstly, I will always go to my weekly zone. So on weekly zone is where people underestimate this weekly candlestick, because everyone just look at your hour one, 15 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, because it move very fast, right? But you need to understand your weekly trend. What is your weekly trend doing? So from looking at our weekly trend, how has gold been doing right now? How has gold been doing for the past 3 years? Since the last bearish move, right? Since the last bearish move, we have a new range being formed here. Since our last push down, right? And we have a very strong triple top here, right? About to be the fourth top if it rejects. So now prices are ranging between these two zones on our weekly candle. Okay, so now we identify our weekly zone. This is where we go into our daily zone. Now we're in our daily zone. What do you guys see here on daily zone right now? So on daily zone is where we plot our daily order blocks, right? So daily order blocks, what I'll look for. Okay, how do I identify the sell off like 2016 to 2018, right? Was actually this area, right? So this was a very, very strong liquidity zone. Why? This was our daily order block area. So daily order block area, it's here. We are currently in our daily order block area for gold right here. So prices has rejected our daily order block, which is the zone I gave you guys, right? 2016 to 2020. I gave you guys inside the VIP channel. So these prices are currently in our daily order block. So what happens if prices rejects our daily order block? We will look for a pullback in accordance to our DXY, because DXY we're expecting a push up, gold will be expecting a pullback. So where would be our daily support level at? This will be our daily support level. It could be a continuation level and as well as a support level here, right? And this is also the start of the downtrend. So prices will probably range between these two zones for the next few weeks, or yeah, probably for the this month and next month, right? So now we will go into our lower time frame. So this is when I will look at my H4 time frame, right? You can ignore all these yellow color things, my session openings. But right, so now we are inside our H4 time frame. This is when we zoom in, right? We go closer. Okay, so on our H4, we want to plot our support and resistance zone. Alright? We'll plot our support and resistance zone. So now, where do we plot it? For you guys, where will you guys plot your support or H4 support or resistance zone right now? Supply and demand zone, or at which level will you guys plot it? Because now we have our daily zones plotted, we have our weekly zones plotted. Now on H4, where will you guys plot it at? Which price point? Okay, for me, my H4 will be here, right? The previous resistance, but it got broken up. So where would be a better H4? It will be here. So what happens when a resistance got broken up? Right, this was our H4 resistance zone, but what happens? It got mitigated and it serves as a support right now. So where would be our next resistance? Because our H4 resistance here has already been fully mitigated. So what happens when a resistance gets broken through? We talked about this before, right? When a strong resistance, when it gets broken through, it serves as a support level, right? When a strong support gets broken through, it serves as a resistance. So now we have this zone, and we have our probably our next support, our H4 support around here, right? You don't have to have the exact zone, but you can just have a gauge first. Okay, so now H4 zone is still hard to trade. Order daily order block zones are still hard to trade. This is when you have to dive into your 1 hour, your smaller time frame candles, right? So this is when I will look for possible sales opportunity. So remember, this exact area was our daily order block zone. This was our H4 zone. So now prices has stepped into our daily order block zone, right? As we seen here. So this gives us extra confluence that we could look for possible sales and pullback, right? So what other confluence will you guys look out for when you guys enter a trade? We cannot just look for daily order block as our only confluence. We definitely have to look for other confluence. So this is when your SMC or ICT strategy come in, right? So we have our buy side, sell side liquidity, right? So all of these will be plotted on the 1 hour chart for me, right? And candlestick, definitely candlestick is the most important one. So now I will look for my buy side liquidity, which is here. So what is buy side liquidity? Do you guys know what is buy side liquidity? This is our buy side liquidity, also known as BSL, right? Buy side liquidity. Also, we have our sell side liquidity. Sell side liquidity is at, I think, 2002, right? Here. Okay, 2001. This is our sell side liquidity for today, right? Yes, you're right. So it's where the either the buy stops are or people stop loss are at. This is our sell side liquidity. Okay, but how do we identify our buy side liquidity and our sell side liquidity? Okay, so buy side liquidity is the previous high of the previous session, right? Sell side liquidity is the lowest of our previous session, right? So usually, if you guys realize, every session will take out either the highs or the lows. Let's say New York or London session have its own highs and hence it has its own low. New York session will take out either the lows or the high. So what you want to do is to target your profit levels at either the buy side liquidity or the sell side liquidity if you are looking for sales. Same thing, if you are doing a counter trade, you can wait for sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity to be taken out and you can take a counter trade. Okay, so now we have our daily order block zone plot. We have our buy side, sell side liquidity plot, our session highs. So now what are we gonna do now? Do you guys see any fair value gaps here on the 1 hour chart? Do you guys see any fair value gaps? This was our H4 zone that got mitigated, right? You guys don't see any fair value gaps. Okay, let me delete this. Okay, we have a fair value gap here that hasn't been mitigated at all, right? So this is our fair value gap area that hasn't been mitigated at all. So it hasn't cleared this area. So this is our fair value gap zone. So just to, for those of you guys who forget how to identify a fair value gap, you look for a breakout candle. Look, it's a 3 candle sequence. So the breakout candle is always the second candle, the first candle top wick to the third candle bottom wick. So this is an imbalance in the market, right? But prices has rejected our fair value gap. So what does it mean when prices retest our fair value gap and rejected it? What does it mean? It means that there are still a lot of buy limits here that hasn't been triggered. So the market is still pushing up in the bullish momentum, and this is why I did not close my buys. I'm still holding towards 2014 and possibly targeting our buy side liquidity for buys today because the fair value gap has been holding pretty well here. Make sense? And this is why I entered at 2007.5 and it tapped exactly here, 2007.5. Right? It tapped exactly because this was at my fair value gap zone. So those of you guys in the channel, in our Telegram channel, I told you guys to monitor 2005 to 2008, right? It's because it's my fair value gap zone. So if the thing dumps through the fair value gap, that means there's no more buyers here. So there's no more buyers here. When there's no more buyers here, that means it's probably not going to push up to clear our buy side liquidity. So where is it going to clear? If you do not clear your buy, if it's not going to clear your buy side liquidity, where are we going to clear? Our sell side liquidity. So if we are looking for buys here and it hits our stop loss, we will look for our change of buyers to look for sells to target our sell side liquidity. Simple as that, right? So this is basically, in a nutshell, your SMC and ICT strategies simplified in 5 minutes. So hopefully you guys got a clearer picture. So how many confluence do we have? So now let's say we are looking for buys, right? So fair value gap is 1, buy side liquidity is 1, 2. Now we're targeting our order block, possibly 3. You have your support resistance zone 4, maybe your rejections, right? Your candlestick pattern. So you have about 3, 4, 5 confluences. It's a high probability trade. So any trades with above, I would say 5 confluence will be a 5-star probability trade, right? So we have more than 4 confluence here. So that's why I'm still holding on to my buys, although we are already up close to 50 pips or 55 to 60 pips in profit. I'm still holding because all of this shows me that this is still a strong bullish trend going up, right? So why did I not look for sells here, right? So you can see that we have a small resistance forming about around here, right? We have a small resistance forming on the hourly chart. But why I didn't look for sells here? Because if you guys see, this is what we call an institutional candle. Remember what I taught you guys? An institutional candle is a big manipulation push of huge injection of capital with little rejection, right? So these are what we call an institutional candle. You guys see this bullish engulfing candle, right? 100 plus pips candle with little to no rejections, right? So this is where you can identify where your market makers inject their capital. So if you identify all of this, you will realize one thing. You guys will realize one thing. Every time this kind of candle appear, it's a one-way motion up. Do you guys see this? Right? Ever since here. Okay, I'll show you guys on the H4 chart. Right? We have an institutional candle. After this, it's a one-way motion up. Right? So when you guys identify your institutional candle, it's how you can identify where does the market maker inject their capital at or where they take a certain position at. So usually if you guys know that, let's say a bank take position here, definitely they're not gonna take profit here, right? So this gives me confirmation for my buy swings. So if you guys remember at the start of this month, I told you guys that we are going to look for buy swings towards 2100. Do you guys remember that? When we were all the way at 1800 here. We caught a buy here last month. I don't know who were in my live stream last month. I told you guys we're going to do a buy swing towards 2100 and breaking all-time high. Do any of you guys realize that or remember that? I think those who were watching me since last month, right, we were talking about it in the group, right? I keep saying that we're gonna hit 2100, but everyone thinks I'm crazy because prices were at 1800s. But I keep telling everyone that we will take out 2100. Why? Because I do my economic analysis and political analysis as well. So gold will push up whenever the world is unstable. Simply put, right? Because if the world is doing bad, gold will be doing well. Because gold is a safe haven for investment. So now comes to the economic point where we will look at, because you can have all your technical analysis, but it might not work, right? You have to back it up with your political, your economic analysis. So like I said before, your goal is your safe haven for investment. So what happens is when, economy is doing bad, right? There's war. So what do investors do? Because you have to understand, the rich get richer because they are taking loans and debts, right? So to finance their loans and finance their debts, they have to pay interest rate. So what they have to do is they cannot close off all their positions when the market is doing bad. They still have to finance their debts. So what they have to do, they have to shift their investment from one to the other. So let's say the stock market is doing bad. The banks, all of them, what would they do? They will shift their investment from stock markets to probably real estate or probably your gold, right? Or let's say the real estate market is doing bad, they will shift their investment towards gold or currencies, right? Or government bonds. So it's always a shifting of investment. So what happens when the whole world, the is in turmoil, right? Economy is doing bad, right? Your there's war. So what investors do is they shift their money into gold because it's a safe haven for investment. So number one, USD is the reserve currency, and metals, right, is also a reserve currency. So gold is also a reserve currency. If you guys don't believe, you guys can check it out. Every single country, gold is their second reserve currency after the US dollar. Same for Singapore, same for the United States, same for the Arabs, right? All of them have gold as their second largest reserve currency. Or not reserve currency, reserve metals, I would say. Or reserve, or something to protect or hedge against inflation. So gold is a hedge against inflation. So this is what your technical traders don't talk about. You can have perfect technical analysis, but without proper economic and political analysis to back your claims up, right? Your technical analysis will not work, trust me, right? What do I mean by that? We can look at this. This was a huge institutional candle push from 1867 to 1931, 700 pips in a day. This doesn't make sense. Absolutely, it doesn't make sense. And this wasn't even war. The war started only at here, right? But this wasn't even war. So a lot of people just keep selling here. But what happened? It didn't make sense. Your technical analysis doesn't make sense at all. It just keep pushing up and up without any form of retracement, right? That's why you have to look for your economic and political analysis as well. Sometimes technical analysis might not make sense to you, right? But when you look at economic and political analysis, then you will understand why certain behaviors happen. Okay, thank you guys, Jones and Finessa. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do it differently. For me, I don't get stuck up. There's people who just trade certain strategies like SMC, and then they just do SMC all the way. You have ICT strategies. They just trade ICT all the way, right? And there's people who just do pure price action trading. Is there any ways to check the political? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can look at your economic data. For me, I look at the data, I collate the data in an Excel file. So I can kind of know how the market is doing. Okay, anyways, going back into what I was talking before, right? So you can see that there's a lot of traders nowadays, and all of them are too focused, overly focused on one concept by itself, right? Do you guys agree? So there's some traders who purely trade on price action. There's traders who purely trade ICT concepts. There are traders who purely trade SMC concepts, right? But do you guys realize that all of these are actually similar concepts, just that they has been taken and refined? So if you guys realize that, for me, what I like to do is I like to use all kinds of concepts. Price action, SMC, ICT. I like to learn everything. With all of these concepts together, as the market changes and adapt, you can adapt to the new market easily with different concepts, right? So try not to get stuck upon one concept, right? If you like ICT, doesn't mean you have to just use ICT concept. If you like SMC concept, doesn't mean you have to stay with SMC concept. You can be open, you can study price action, you can study ICT concept. So all you can do is to always diverse your knowledge. How long have I been doing Forex? Close to 4 years plus already. Going to 5 soon. How you collect your data? Okay, how I collect my data, I do it weekly and monthly, right? So weekly, okay, so this is for this week. So what I like to do, I will go to my previous week data, right? So every Sunday, I will look at all the news for USD. Let's say for USD, I'll look at all the high impact news, right? I'll look at all these high impact news. So I will collect the data. So whether it's good or bad for the economy, actual data, how many is good, how many is bad, and then I'll determine the economic strength from that. So when the monthly candle close, I will take a look at all the monthly data for USD and then I will collate and I will see the percentage. Because it's a game of probability, right? So trading is all about probability. No, don't short go now. I'm still holding towards my full TP at 2014 from here. Okay, so for those of you guys in the VIP channel, right, this was our trade. That I'm still holding personally. I think some of you guys already took profit, right? So this is where I'm targeting lah. 2014 is where I will be targeting my TPs at, right? So those of you guys who are in the trade as well, I'm still holding. I didn't close any position because I'm trying to keep up with the bullish momentum. Yeah, every data must be weighted, right? So you know that your CPI, your NFP, and your FOMC, these three are the most important one. These three are the most important ones, right? And then after that, you have your other data, your consumer confidence, all your, you know, your smaller high impact news. So NFP, CPI, practically they dictate all of it already. Yes, cyber yappy. You're right. Identify support resistance at daily. Identify order block fair value gap. SSL, SSL, correct. Fair value gaps. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically what I look at lah. Right. So hopefully you can finally touch my TV because I've been holding for pretty long already, and I just want it to hit my TP and I will start to look for sales lah. I mean, if I still see bullish pressure, I might change my TP towards my buy side liquidity here. When you start being profitable, I would say it really depends on what you mean by being profitable, right? Because for me, right, at the first year mark, I lose everything. I lost all my savings, which is very stupid lah. I mean, definitely you guys bust your accounts before. And then second year, I got pretty lucky, right? So this is what happens. You know, it's a cycle. So you start off by losing a lot of money, and then maybe second year I got very lucky. You know, somehow I full margin all kinds of trade without any technical analysis, but I still won. So I flipped like 1K to 40K. This was on my second year. I was very lucky, I would say. So I thought I was, the shit, I thought I don't need any analysis and I still can profit. And I thought that everything I do was correct. So this was when your overconfidence and greed starts to tap in, right? So you feel that you don't need to learn any more knowledge, right? Because you're already very profitable, so-called profitable, but it's actually pure luck, right? So that's what happens when your greed and overconfidence take over. You just need one night to lose everything. Is it like a no? I don't trade every day when I started. I try to do at least 3 4 days a week because I was pretty busy. I was studying back then and I was working as well, so I didn't have time. I trade New York sessions only, but during my weekends or during COVID especially, right, it was a good time. I bought books, I read books, I studied my chart for 1 year, right? So I had a very big loss. So I remember it was during the COVID year, right? I managed to flip my account from 1,000 to $40,000, and it just took that one day for me to bust the account, right? Because I was overconfident, I was greedy, and I over leveraged, right? So it doesn't mean that you are profitable, consistently profitable, doesn't mean you'll be profitable all the way, right? So it really depends on what you really mean by staying or being profitable. Learning wise, yeah, every day is learning. I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, right? I'm still learning. Every time I hit my loss, it's a learning opportunity for me. You have to lose to win, right? You cannot just like out of nowhere become a good trader. So you have to lose to win. So I appreciate losses as well because it's where I can find out where my mistake was, where did my analysis gone wrong and stuff like that. I used to do journal, right? Journaling is pretty good. It's boring lah, but you have to be hardworking. Gotta be hardworking. Okay. Hopefully this time our TP hit. We are 5 pips away. And then we are up 65 pips on this. And then we are out of this trade. Alright, we'll be out of this trade in a while. Come on. Let's just hit and then we're out. And then probably London. Hopefully we can look for sales near our buy side liquidity area. How about you guys? How long have you guys been trading? Those of you guys who are still watching me. Those of you guys who are still watching me. How long have you guys been trading? 6 months. 2019. Wow, pretty long. So how has your trading journey been? How has your trading journey been for you guys? Ups and downs, right? Is it very, do you guys find it very mentally challenging when you guys are trading? Now so many videos online. One, yeah, okay. The reason why I started this whole Orient FX thing is because I feel that when I started myself, right, I what all I did was how to look for, like, those videos that say like best indicator, use this one indicator for it to be profitable, use this one strategy to be profitable. But what happened was, you keep trying out these indicators, might work for once or twice, and then you feel that it doesn't work, you hit your stop losses, then you will look for the next most profitable strategy, next most profitable indicator. But what happens is you forgot about your fundamentals. Without your fundamentals, nothing can get done, right? So for me, right, what I like to do is my turning point lah, where I start to, wake up and like fuck it, I should stop trading based on my emotions. So what I did was starting back from scratch. Screw all the YouTube videos. So what I did was I went to write my own course. So I learned by teaching myself. Okay, it might sound weird, but it really helps you because the only way you can learn fast is by teaching people or teaching yourself. But I have no one to teach back then. So how did I teach myself is I read up notes and then I study the chart and then I teach myself. And then I'll be like, oh, hey, maybe this works, right? How's ICT YouTube? I feel that ICT is good lah. I mean, definitely he's good. That's why people are watching him, right? His concepts pretty much works, I would say. But I would say for trading wise, okay, the reason why I started Orient FX is to provide education now, and why I want to start the Forex Intensive Bootcamp because I want to make sure that from someone who totally don't understand Forex, they watch the playlist from start to end, right? They will understand everything they need about Forex within 8 hours. So that was my goal of trying to start this Forex Intensive Bootcamp lah in December or to January. Okay, I know most of you guys, right, you're being confused, want to give up, but trust me, it's worth it. Push on. It took me 3 years to be completely consistently profitable. You trading full time, I would say maybe full time lah, but I'm an entrepreneur, right? I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a businessman. I don't really trading isn't where I earn mostly from. I earn from my businesses. So but I like trading. Trading is my passion and teaching people is also my passion. That's why I turn this into a business as well. That's why Orient FX is born. I'll be very straightforward. I turn this into a business because I'm a businessman and I like trading. So I feel that I love it lah, having a business and it's my passion, to teach people, to help people and doing what I like. But I also run other businesses as well. So this I wouldn't consider as my full time, but I mean it's by teaching people it helps me to with my other mental struggles. Talk about retail sentiment. Okay, one thing about retail sentiment is you guys have to understand. Retail traders like us, we only control 5% of the market. The market makers control 95% of the market, right? So we have no way to move the market. And usually, if you guys don't believe me, you can look at the retail sentiment for the past one month, right? And let's say 75% is bearish, 25% is bullish, right? Trust me, it will always go in the opposite direction. So if everyone is selling, it will always be a buy. If most of the people are buying, it will always be a sell. If you guys don't believe me, you can look at the retail sentiments. So this is what we call liquidity hunting or stop loss hunting. I do think so, and we're about to hit our TB3 as well. 3 more pips. So we'll be done with another 65 pips. It's a good Monday, right? We caught about how many pips in the morning? Caught 80 pips in the morning. We caught 60 pips, 140 pips on go, and GJ probably another 80 pips. SL Hunters in the bank, yeah. It just doesn't want to touch my TP. Okay, do you guys know why people want to hunt stop loss? Do you guys want to know why market makers want to hunt your stop loss? Have you guys ever wondered why? Like everyone is talking about, okay, hunting stop loss, but do you guys know the reason why they want to hunt your stop loss? VIP channel is free. To get more liquidity, okay. Yeah, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. But make a guess. Why do they want to hunt your stop loss? Wouldn't it be better if everyone become profitable at the same time, right? But why would they want to hunt your stop loss? Want to make a guess? Okay, I'll explain to you in 3 minutes. Okay? 3 minutes about smart money concept. Let's see if we can do this. If I can make you guys understand smart money concept within 5 minutes, okay? So as we talked before, smart money concept is about market makers, banks. All of these will control 95% of the market. We are retail traders, okay? So why do they want to hunt our stop loss? Okay, let's take this as an example. When you see this kind of big breakout candles, you have to understand that what market makers want to do, they're trying to catch the whole swing, right? That's why we look to the weekly, the daily chart. They want to enter at the lowest point of the market. This is called the discount. And they want to enter at the highest point for sales. This is called the premium. So you have your discount and your premium. So where your market makers want to enter is basically at the peak and at the bottom, because they want to catch the whole swing motion. Right? So this is what the market makers want to do. They want to catch the whole swing motion. Okay, so number two, you need to understand that they have trillions of dollars or billions of dollars to inject into the market every day. And they cannot just inject one shot. If they inject one shot, what will happen? There will be a one-way motion. So what happens if they inject all of their capital at one area? So the market will be like that. There won't be any pullbacks, right? But for every movement up, there has to be pullbacks because there's profit taking, right? Or stop loss has been hunted. That's why you have pullback. So what happens is they have to accumulate their positions. So how do they accumulate their position, right? So let's say we take this as an example. Let's say the market maker injected their position here on 2022 at 1680. So this was where they first injected or accumulated their first position. So second, let's say market retested down. They injected their second position here. Market pushed up, pushed all the way up, came back down. They inject another position here. So this is what we call accumulation phases, where they accumulate their position before the next big push up. All right, this is why we identify our institutional candles, because this is where it shows you how the market is going to move for the next few weeks or next few months to come. Okay, up to here, do everyone understand where I'm coming from? Or am I going too fast? Right? So this is basically how you trade like them. Simplified. Okay, simplified. Okay, now comes the question. Why do they want to hunt your stop loss? It's because, let's say, when everyone is buying, you need to know. Back to the fundamentals, right? When there's a buyer, what do you need? You need to have a seller for every buyer in the market. Same thing for stock market. Remember, you want to buy a stock, you need someone to sell you the stock at the exact same price, right? So if no one wants to sell you, let's say you go supermarket, you want to buy an apple for $1, but the seller selling you for $1.50. So when there's a match, when the price doesn't match, your orders will not get filled. It's the same thing. So in forex market as well, it's the same thing. Let's say you want to buy gold at 2,000, but there's no one selling you at that price, your orders won't get filled. So if you want to buy gold at 2,000, you need to have someone selling you at 2,000. Does it make sense? Right? So what happens if the market makers are buying, the retail traders are buying, everyone is buying, and there's not enough sellers in the market? What will happen? There will be a big push up because prices couldn't get filled at the discounted price or the premium price, right? So let's say, for example, we'll give an example, right? So let's say we have 1,000 lots, people buying 1,000 lots at, let's say, 2,000, okay? But only 500 lots of sellers at this price. So this is where your fair value gaps come into play, right? Your fair value gap is your imbalance in candle. So this is unequal buying and selling pressure, because when there's 1,000 lots of buys at 2,000 and 500 lots of sells, we create an inefficiency or an imbalance of 500 lots of buy orders that didn't get hit. Does it make sense? So this that didn't get filled, right? So these 500 lots of buy order didn't get filled, right? So this is where your fair value gap occurs, like this, right? When prices didn't get filled, where will it get filled? At your next possible price. So let's say you were buying at 2,000, but there's no one selling, not enough sellers at 2,000. So this is why you see slippages happen. Maybe the next sellers are at 2002, 2008, right? So this is why the prices fly all the way high. Is to match your buy orders, to fill your buy orders. Up to this point, do you guys understand? This is how your fair value gap comes about. It's due to market imbalances because of unequal buying and selling pressure. So this is how fair value gaps happens and how imbalances in the market happens. All right. So now comes the question: how did or why do they want to hit your stop loss? Same thing, right? For every buyer, you need a seller in the market. But if no one wants to sell, how are they going to accumulate their position at a discounted price? Right? Let's say they want to buy here, but prices are here. Definitely, they don't want to enter at such a high price. Your market makers are injecting billions of dollars. If they enter here, the prices will fly up. So they have to find a way to hit your stop loss so that you're forced to sell off your position to them. Does it make sense? So let's say when all of them are buying, for them to hit your to enter their position, and if everyone is buying, no one is selling, they have to force you to sell your position off to them. So how do they force you to sell your position for them? Is by hitting your stop loss. Okay, so that's basically SMC concept in a nutshell within 5 minutes. And yes, we have hit our take profit on live. I told you guys, right? This is why I help my trades. Okay, anyways, we hit TB3 for our buys as well. Okay, we might look for sell now. Might look for sell scalp since you guys are here, right? So it's pushing up higher. We will look for sell scalps at 2000, about here lah. Right, still pretty bullish. Okay, TB3 has been hit for our buys on our VIP channel. Congrats, everyone. Okay, those of you guys are watching here, I know you guys are bored watching me teaching you guys, right? So let's get some action, okay? So where I'll be looking for sales? I'll be looking for sales at this area. Okay, possibly around here, right? Possibly at 191, what here? At the start of our daily order block. Okay? So I'll be looking for sales around 2016 to 2019 above our buy side liquidity. Alright? So now you can PM our admin. So those of you guys who want to join the VIP channel, you can PM our admin. Yeah, you guys can rewatch because I think this YouTube live will be automatically on YouTube. Alright? So yeah, I'll send this over on the free channel as well. Hopefully we manage to hit some good profits. Okay, I'll be selling at 2016. Okay, those of you guys who are inquiring about the VIP channel, okay, wait Okay, hopefully you guys understand lah, right? I'm trying to simplify it as quick as possible. Okay. Okay, never mind. We will sell go now. We will sell go now. 2015. I will shift our sell zone. I will shift our sell zone. I'll sell here. We will sell at 2015. Alright, we'll enter upon the retest. We'll look for sales within this zone here. Okay, so I will look for sales upon 2015. I will look for a layer. I will target my fair value gap area here. Okay, okay, where I will be targeting 50% of our fair value gap area here at 2005 for our final TP. Wait, okay, let me send you guys the updated one. So our sell zone will be until 2019. Okay, I've sent you guys the signal on our free Telegram channel. You guys can take a look. Okay, those are all of you guys inside the Telegram channel. Okay, wait. Alright. Okay, for those of you guys inside the channel, I don't know if you guys. Okay, we'll look for sales in this zone. 2005 to 2019. We will try to go for 150 or 100 pips straight, okay, to 2000 to the 50% mark of the fair value gap on the 1 hour candle. Okay, I've been living for almost 2 hours straight already. Okay, let's see lah, let's see. I don't want to live too long also because later people want to watch the YouTube refresh, then they have to scroll so far to get to watch the teaching part. I'm looking for sales at 2015. I sent you guys inside the Telegram channel. What other business? I got a marketing agency and I'm looking to venture into events as well. Come on, tap it before you go down. Yep, I'm looking for sales currently. Just finished my buys and I'm gonna look for sales. Hopefully we have a nice push up here, sweep liquidity before we look out for sales. If it dumps right now, I'm gonna cry. I'm just kidding. Okay, the zone is basically my zone for London session. Looks like we'll be targeting sell side liquidity for today. Looks like we'll be targeting sell side liquidity for today. Okay, I think I'll end the live soon. Okay, we live for 2 hours already. I'll be living again at New York session. Do you guys want to watch? Okay, maybe New York session I do 9 p.m. because it opens at 10, so I think I'll do at 9 for you guys. Okay? And then after this, I'll be managing the trades for you guys over on Telegram. Okay? Just for you guys. Right. Okay, I'll be ending the live now, so I'll be living in about another 4 hours. So see you guys on live later. And if you guys are not inside our Telegram channel yet, you guys can join via the link inside our TikTok or YouTube bio. Alright? Okay, see you guys. No problem. See you guys later. See you guys later. Okay, hopefully this we caught this sell as well. Then today we'll end off with a 200 plus pips day. Okay, catch you guys later. Ciao. Okay, those of you guys on the YouTube,